Hey everybody, it's your girl, Kelly Price, and I wanted you to know that you have landed at my girl Daphne Sutton's page, also known as the Queen of Accountability. And let me tell you something, my sisters and brothers, she keeps it absolutely a buck. There's a reason why she is called the Queen of Accountability. You've landed in the right place at the right time. Keep doing your thing, Daphne. Love you. I don't even know if she realizes that when we spoke, this is how she affected me. But y'all know her as the accountability queen. I just want to let you know that she is that, period. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your status, and it doesn't matter. She is the accountability queen. And I look forward to spending some time with her, talking with you all. I don't even think she realizes that she did it, but we were having a conversation. We were just having a conversation. And she got me all the way together in a conversation and held me accountable. I don't even think she realizes what I'm talking about, but look for her to make the announcement. You will see me soon on this beautiful lady's platform, and we're gonna have just a real good conversation about being accountable and being able to hold each other accountable as well. Love you, girl. Keep doing your God-given work.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. To those who just came in, I want to say thank you. To those who are listening, I did not plan this show a week ahead or days ahead. I decided to do it today. What you guys just heard was Kelly Price, the Grammy nominated Kelly Price, speaking highly, so highly of the Queen. Now, on my platform, I posted a piece of this before, but nobody heard the entire 1 minute and 42-second video that Kelly Price sent to the Queen of Accountability by phone. You guys hear that and you're like, wow, Kelly Price giving Daphne props. What I love about receipts is that when you save them, you have them forever. You guys heard Kelly say that I was beautiful, I was wonderful, all this love bombing, right? Oh, she's going to make an announcement. Yeah, I got an announcement. It's called Daphne versus Kelly Price. I stayed quiet, but now I'm going to be a little loud. You guys also heard Kelly say, she's even held me accountable. I don't think she knows that. I didn't. But that means that you know what I do, right, guys? That means that she has an idea who I am and what I do. And she said, it doesn't matter who you are. Maybe I'm going to play it one more time for you guys. I need you to take mental notes because I thought this was a God-fearing woman, but I was wrong. And I don't care what this cost me as far as relationships, but when you cross me over, I'm going to hold you accountable. I just don't do it right away. I'm slow to anger. I want you guys to know that Kelly came into my life in September of 2025. I don't know what it is with September and older women always bothering me, coming to me, saying how much they love me, only to be the fakest people in the world. But you guys are going to find out why I'm a bit upset. And you're going to understand that I gave this woman enough grace. But accountability goes for everybody. I don't care if you are A, B, C, or D list celebrity. You will be held accountable. So I want to play that one more time because what she said is important. So I'm asking everybody today, please listen to what Kelly just said about the Queen. I didn't put a gun to her head to make her say it. I didn't write it down and send it to her. These were her words, not mine.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Kelly Price, and I wanted you to know that you have landed at my girl Daphne Sutton's page, also known as the Queen of Accountability. And let me tell you something, my sisters and brothers, she keeps it absolutely a buck. There's a reason why she is called the Queen of Accountability. You've landed in the right place at the right time. Keep doing your thing, Daphne. Love you. I don't even know if she realizes that when we spoke, this is how she affected me. But y'all know her as the accountability queen. I just want to let you know that she is that, period. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your status, and it doesn't matter. She is the accountability queen. And I look forward to spending some time with her, talking with you all. I don't even think she realizes that she did it, but we were having a conversation. We were just having a conversation. And she got me all the way together in a conversation and held me accountable. I don't even think she realizes what I'm talking about, but look for her to make the announcement. You will see me soon on this beautiful ladies platform, and we're gonna have just a real good conversation about being accountable and being able to hold each other accountable as well. Love you, girl. Keep doing your God-given work.
So I wanted to shout out Bad Rastafari. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I do appreciate it. You guys are the bomb. Thank you so much. So you guys just heard it again. You heard Kelly. You can tell that I did not coerce her. I didn't tell her to say it. She actually texted me that video. Okay. She deleted it. You know, with iPhone, you can go back and unsend. But I had already saved it. You guys know I featured a piece of this video on my platform last year, and then I stopped. Now, Kelly Price, you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't ever open up your mouth and talk about any fucking body. Because you going on Instagram Live talking about God does not make you godly. Especially when behind the scenes you're doing the devil's work. And don't threaten lawsuits, because you ain't got one lawsuit pending right now. And I don't care if you try to sue me, because everything I talk about today, I brought receipts that I'm allowed to use under the law. If you know what I do, and you know I'm the queen of accountability, why the fuck would you cross me? I don't care if you're a D-list celebrity. I don't care if you had songs like, she was a friend of mine. I don't care about none of that. Because at one point, I did like you. At one point, I did like your music. And guys, I want you to know that when she sent me that video talking so happy of me, it's because she was a follower of me before I followed her back. Please know that. Please know that when she was being attacked by Black women, I stood in the fire with her thinking that these women are just attacking Kelly for no reason. But now I understand some of those attacks. For someone that talks about God 24/7, people that do that are usually devils behind the scenes. And that's just my opinion. Everybody knows that last year I was popular because of the brick case. Now I'm back in the news again with this. But last year, everybody knew I was going to be testifying. That's when Kelly came into my orbit. When she had that issue with Black women, I want to bring you guys back to what happened with Kelly. She was allegedly attacked by a lot of people over her weight and how she looked, the dehydrated wigs. They came for her. So she did a video. I want to play that, guys, because this is all going to matter. And I am going to be showing text receipts. I did blur out phone numbers. But, oh, Kelly, Tasha K is going to eat this up because you lied. And, guys, this is, I hope you guys really, really tune in because the receipts I have, I bet TMZ might air this too. And I didn't send this to TMZ, Kelly. I don't do all that messy stuff. But if they get it off my channel, I will verify because you shouldn't be out here lying. So anyways, guys, let me go back to when Kelly was being attacked by the sisterhood. Here she is here, guys.
I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in. And my feet are so damn big and who dressed me. I'm still going to be making my money. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of Black people and their bull. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying and you know, Lord, pray for me because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? I'm not there yet. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other Black women, but you're an activist and you are educated and you are this and you are that and you are the other. Find yourself because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself because a degree ain't going to get your stupid into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't gonna do nothing but get your ass whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know, that you don't even know is watching.
This God-fearing woman said being a keyboard warrior will get your ass whipped. That's a threat. If I said something like that, I'll probably have another warrant for my arrest. That's how bad Black women were attacking Kelly. Now, here I am seeing her being attacked and feeling bad and saying, wow, what did Kelly do? Now, mind you, Kelly's in her 50s. She's way older than I am. So I grew up on her music, right? My family grew up on her music. So I'm thinking, why would Black women just attack this beautiful soul out of nowhere? And then the headlines. She made the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. She was all over TMZ. Oh, TMZ was posting this everywhere. This went viral. She said Black women are absolutely disgusting. And that's something I can agree with her on. That was the whole point of us doing a show. We were going to do a show together about Black women and how they are so jealous. And I'm talking about Black women who are jealous of you for you just being you, not something that you've done to provoke them to attack you, but just genuinely being the Black woman you are. Because you guys know I have a pack of hyenas that look at everything I do. They talk a lot of shit, but they will never tag me directly. And when I say that, they'll make up some innuendos and but they're not proving me wrong because they know. They know. They are keyboard warriors. And if I had told them you'll get your ass whipped, they would run right to the police. Because that's what they do. They're keyboard warriors. So we just heard this Christian woman mention God and kicking butt in the same sentence. That's not how God works. So when this happened, guys, I felt bad. I felt bad for Kelly. So I said, hey, I stand with you, Kelly. I'm attacked daily by Black women. They even attacked my deceased mother, even flying out to where she was buried. When I responded, I was in court. I got your back, beautiful, and I hope I can speak to you on my show one day. That was me saying this in response to her being upset with Black women attacking her. And Kelly said first, hold on, let me make sure I can see this right. I just want to say that after something popping up about you in my algorithm, I clicked on the button. I've been watching you ever since. I appreciate the way you tie the hands of those who like to throw rocks and then hide them. I respect the way you teach accountability among us as women. And when you are responded to with aggression, combativeness, anger, or just straight up lies, with combativeness, you respond accordingly. Continue your work and know that there are so many of us out here who stand with you and pray with you, and I am among them. So y'all see how Kelly sent me this big paragraph. Thank you, sister, right? I said, wait, what popped up on her algorithm? Wait, she's following me? Because y'all know I don't see everybody that follows me. There's a lot of celebrities that follow me. No offense to Kelly, that are bigger than Kelly Price. No offense to her, but I'm just keeping it real. I don't see every celebrity that follows me, whether they're A-list or D-list. I don't see it. So when she said it, I looked and I was like, oh, damn. Okay. And on September the 6th, 2025, I said, man, this one made my year. I hit the follow back button hard. Y'all know receipts don't lie. If you look at what I put on my Insta story, it says follow back. That implies that I wasn't following her. So y'all see, the queen don't follow everybody that follows her because sometimes I don't know. So when Kelly made it known that she was a fan, I thought that was cool. So there's my DM. When I put it out there, that's what started the conversation. I didn't know she was a fan and her husband was a fan. So that implied again that Kelly knew what I do for a living. If you do something bad, I'm going to hold you to the light, right? So you guys all saw that Kelly was following me first because people think that I'm just out here looking for clout and looking to be loved and liked. No, people that follow me because they saw something that I was doing and they support it. It's hard for these monitoring spirits to believe that because they ain't doing shit with their life. Anybody that comes for me, 9 times out of 10, they're below me. Baby mamas, bitter, and some of them old as dirt. They need to be worried about life insurance instead of my life. Those are the kind of women that attack me. I've never been attacked by a beautiful woman that had her shit together. Everyone that has attacked me, they're all over the place and they're not right in the head. That's what I'm learning with these Black women. They talk all this stuff and then you have these dumb followers that believe it. Then when you call it out, you're a villain. You're a narcissist. You're crazy. You're a fraud. All these terms, but you're not going to tag my name directly. One thing I tell my haters, if you're going to talk about me, don't show a picture, tag me. It takes seconds to at me, but you won't. Keyboard warriors don't at you. They talk all this stuff behind the screen because when they see you in person, they're going to run. I was in court one day with a keyboard warrior and she started running. She went to the police and said, intimidation. I couldn't believe it. I said, you was doing all that tough talk online. Now we in person and you running right to a sheriff. Ain't that something? Me and my husband were shocked. And that's another story I'm going to bring up later on because I got that on the transcript. But I couldn't believe it. I thought you was tough. They're not tough. The whole goal is they want you to get mad. They want to provoke you. So when you respond, they go right to the courts and they file a complaint. That happened to me a lot. So I want y'all to know that what I'm doing is not to hurt Kelly. It's to hold her to the light. And I'm sure after today, she's going to unfollow me because women that stop messing with me, it usually takes me to initiate the block button. Then they get it. This whole time, she's still following me. So guys, when that issue happened and I, broke the news that Kelly was following me, now I'm going to follow back. She reached out to me in DM. Okay. Now, when she reached out to me in my DM, that's what initiated our conversations. Okay. And Kelly was very nice to me. She was love bombing me. And when I say love bomb, I mean telling me how great I was. I know that. I know I'm great at what I do. I know what I do. But she was encouraging me to keep doing what I do. Me and my husband are good fans of you and all this other stuff. Oh, that's cool. Right? So we did have a conversation. We spoke for a very long time. And she just confirmed it. You guys just heard her say that, right? We did talk for a very long time. I told her things. She told me things. Now, when she DM'd me, she gave me her number first. Now, this is typical. What's funny is it was like deja vu. Back in the day when the roller case started, these women that were riding my coattails, singing my praises, they're not doing that today. Today, they're now painting this picture that I'm a villain, I'm crazy. But back then, they were kissing my butt, telling me how wonderful I was, giving me their phone number and then calling me through Instagram like, what the hell? That's how eager they were to be cool with the queen. Today, they're not saying that, but that's for another show. So when Kelly reached out to me, she actually gave me her phone number. So y'all see, this is Kelly Price. If you look at the top, I like to include the date. This was September the 9th of last year. Hey, sis, my telephone number is blah, 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 blah. I have to protect her, right? My time is weird because with living on the West Coast, I make adjustments for clients who are out of the country, as well as the East Coast. However, I would love to have a conversation with you. And most importantly, I just appreciate you understanding who I am and where I am and inviting me to come to your platform. I have a long day tomorrow. I'm finishing up with the last 2 weeks of this tour that I've been on for the last year. And I'm looking forward to it being over because I'm headed to take a vacation, quite frankly, immediately. So y'all see that Kelly reached out to me in DM on Instagram, and she gave me her phone number. I didn't beg her for it. I didn't ask her for it. And I didn't give her my number first. I never do. But she initiated this. So I want you guys to see how I don't go looking for people. And I'm not desperate to get celebrities on my channel. I ain't a groupie. I don't ride coattails. I don't need to mention big names to have somebody listen to me. That's what people have to do to get me to listen to them, but it ain't the other way around. So when Kelly gave me her phone number, that's when I gave her my phone number. So again, same thing with these older women. They like to initiate. Here you go, call me, girl. So when I gave Kelly my number, that is when we had that conversation she was telling you guys about. That's how quick it happened. Now, I want to show you guys just how much Kelly appreciated me. There were times where she said like this: may the angels of heaven protect you from your haters and from those who seek to do no good but only harm. I look forward to connecting with you even further. God bless you. God keep you. And I look forward to talking to you. And I told Kelly, September the 9th, I will save your number and send you a text tomorrow. I appreciate you and your openness. I pray you continue to shine and thrive on your tour. You are amazing and will continue to rise higher than the haters. They will become your footstool. That was me giving her some advice. But as you can see, guys, I was cool. I'll text you tomorrow. I'm not eager to just, let me call her. I'm so happy. Guys, I come across celebrities every day. They're people just like us. There's nothing different. They're going to die one day just like us. We're all human. Some people put these celebrities on too high of a pedestal, when really the only thing different is they're famous and you're not. That's it. They're still human. But as you guys can see, this is how I talk to people, whether they're regular people or celebrities. So as I was telling you guys, we did have a conversation. We spoke for almost 2 hours. That's how long it was. And we went over a lot of stuff in our life. And that's when Kelly was telling me how these Black women are dangerous and all this other stuff, right? And she said, how would you feel about doing a show about that? I said, yeah. What do you think about it? What should we call it? Jezebel spirit, monitoring spirits? We started coming up with names for the show and how we were going to do it. I was cool with it. I was happy about this. I said, man, it's going to be dope. Because then we can address how it don't just happen to regular women. It happens to everybody. So I was cool with this, y'all. I was on, hey, tell me when, I'm with you, right? So we started talking about it, and she was telling me about her schedule, and I got it. I was like, hey, I understand. Take your time. We'll work on it. And then in between time, she would reach out to me. Now, this is the part that makes me angry. Kelly said, no, ma'am, he didn't. We were talking about something different, but I need y'all to focus on this part. I wish I'd had the opportunity to meet your mom, but something tells me I will meet her through you. And I look forward to that. I said, yes, queen. It takes one to know one. Amen, sis. That's me. I'm in the blue. She said, have an amazing night. I think she meant, I look forward to speaking to you in the next couple days. You too, queen. If you go live, I would be listening and blowing up the chat. Okay. So she even went as far as to say she wished she had the opportunity to meet my mom. Now, guys, I'm upset because that should have been a red flag. To meet my mom. My mom is gone, right? But someone saying this is personal. This means that however I made this woman feel, this is how she felt in the moment. That she said she wished she could have met my mom, but she'll meet my mom through me. And that she wants to meet me. See, guys, I want y'all to understand that these women, they come to me like a moth to a flame. I don't know what it is. I'm a genuinely good person to everybody. And I can show you so many receipts of women who hate me today, who were kissing my butt for weeks, reaching out to me via email. And when they didn't get a response, they started DMing me like the groupies they were. But they're not going to tell you on their internet that they were groupies, because talking bad about me gets them views. They don't want to tell people they were kissing my butt for weeks before I finally entertained them. They want you to think that I actually was trying to get them to talk to me. No, stop the cap. Y'all just saw how deep Kelly went with me. And this was after having one conversation, because I'm a good person. And it doesn't matter if you are younger than me or older. These women, I make them feel like she just responded to me. I want to meet you. I wish I could have met your mom. Damn. Now, I went to my friend, Anti-Hyena, shout out to her, and she told me, don't take the bait. I said, Anti, what you talking about? She said, Kelly is a hyena. I said, no, she's not. You got these Black women attacking her. She said, you need to do your research. Do your research. And this is what Anti told me. And I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't want to be disrespectful and I don't want her trying to sue me. I'll probably be the first person she tries that with. So she told me to do my research because Kelly is known for being messy, starting drama, faking emergencies, lying about being hurt, just to get people to watch her, help her with views, help her be noticed a little more. Now, I said, I never saw this. She said, that's why I need you to do your research. And I said, Anti, come on now. Kelly ain't gonna do all that. She knows that all eyes are on her. So Anti told me, okay, you'll find out. That was my red flag. That was the time for me to back out. But I said, no, Kelly got a lot to lose, because people know Kelly. These low-level content creators that were fucking with me, they don't know them. They're nobodies. They might know one or two people that got real followers. That's it. But they're nobodies. Kelly, she do something wrong, it's going to hit the blogs. So she ain't going to play me. I was wrong. I was wrong, guys. So I don't want to get sued. So I'm going to make sure I say these things correctly, because I know that people You know, they might not have sued other people, but you'll be the first person that they try to sue. So as me and Kelly started talking more about this show, okay, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. And I announced on my Instagram that I was working with Kelly, and I shouldn't have done that. Why, Daphne? Because I knew that there were women waiting for something big to happen in my life so they can sabotage it. And I'm telling you, I know the women who did this to me. The part that makes me mad is that me and Kelly already spoke about it. I told her about my court orders. I told her about certain women who want to kill me. They want me dead. They want my life to be ruined. They want to ruin any business relationship that I ever had in life. So I told her, if I make this announcement, you or your publicist might get an email because this is what they do. I have a history of them doing this to me. So I need you to be strong-minded. Oh no, Daphne, no matter what these women say, I'm on Team Daphne. They'll never get me to switch. I've heard that before, you guys. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have went far with her because all it takes is a liar. And I'm telling you, when I get that information, which should be coming soon, I'm going to expose the person who took this from me because I think in my mind, like, if you want Daphne to leave you alone, stay the fuck out of my backyard. You got these women that are in my backyard. And then when I tell them, get out of the backyard, I'm being called wrong for that. When all they got to do is stay the fuck out of my backyard, right? These women keep claiming that I'm the crazy one, but they keep interfering with my life. And it didn't just start with Kelly. When I had Godfrey on my channel doing the Trump impersonations, Godfrey and his friend, Dante, they received tags and messages from my haters. And don't worry, I have the receipts. That's going to be another show. These low-level old women were on social media platforms posting about me and tagging Godfrey, tagging his friend, tagging people that followed me, trying to get them all to see it. I'm talking to Godfrey. Who is this crazy bee? Oh, that's the person I told you that is obsessed with me. How dare you? This is what they do, but they get on this internet and say it's what I do. But I literally have the evidence. They didn't think Godfrey would come to me. So I told Kelly, if they would do it to him, they're going to do it to you. Oh, I got you, sis. We're going to do this show. Cool. I already gave her the disclaimer. So guys, if you remember this, I posted this on my Instagram and I posted this on my YouTube. This is where I messed up. September 19th, I posted this on my YouTube that me and Kelly were going to be working together. And I showed people how Kelly made a post and she mentioned me. She mentioned me saying that she's looking forward to going live with me on YouTube with my new beloved sister. Again, Kelly love bombing me. I'm her new beloved sister. This was September 19th. So y'all hear this woman speaking highly of me. All these big, powerful words. I wish I could have met your mother. You are amazing. You held me accountable. My beloved sister. I was all that to Kelly. That's called love bombing. This is what I put on my YouTube. And that's where I made the mistake. That was the only place I could not block those monitoring spirits who want to ruin everything in my life. Because once I posted this, you guys, once I posted that, 24 hours later, there were content creators sharing things about Kelly and putting that I'm this bad person that goes out and, lies to the police and files false police reports. Now, people that know me that saw it said, these idiots have never posted about Kelly in the 13, 14 years that they've had their channel. Now, all of a sudden, they're posting about Kelly and referencing you. Well, it got back to the publicist. I just didn't know yet. I didn't know. But again, I warned Kelly what would happen when I put this out in the open. Because I told her, these people don't like me. They want to ruin everything in my life. And she said she was cool with it. Well, clearly that was a lie, but I didn't know yet. So y'all saw that post that I made telling people we were going to be working together. So me and Kelly decided we were going to do the show on September 27th, 2025. That was the date that we both came up with, right? Now we're in the month of September. You guys see that when I announced this, that was on the 19th. So we were due to do that show in about a week from that date. That's how quick we planned on doing the show. I told Kelly, you sure? She said she was sure. I'll be coming off my tour. That's the best time I can do it. Well, something happened before we got to that point. And it angered me because Anti-Hyena Squad on YouTube, she told me, I told you, didn't I? So let's go to what Kelly did, right? Now, if everybody remembers this, we saw that Kelly went viral for talking about how Black women attack her the most. They're disgusting. They need their ass whipped. That's what she said. Okay. Then this happens.
This, every the other. I've told this story, so don't try to say this is Maya hate. This is not that. This is actually what happened. She's like, if you want to lose money, but like, I'm sorry. She's got like her single is sitting in, are you kidding me? Her single is sitting in number one. Okay. Like whatever. Angela said to him, there's nobody out there with a voice like hers. There's nobody out there that's going to be able to, they would never say it to you in real life. So why is it on the internet? That's what I asked too, sis. So he meant it and he wanted to make a bet with her. And so, you know, she does this and she's like, give me a minute. So I sat down and I'm kind of getting comfortable because we're getting ready to start our weekly meeting. And the call took a left turn because he said, you got to be out of your mind. I don't care how good that girl sang. Ain't no way in the world your big fat whatever gonna outsell my pretty light-skinned, long-haired. That's exactly what he said. It was a man, and it was a Black man.
So Kelly decided to go live and say that some exec who had Maya as his client said that she was a fat bee and that she was not going to outsell the beautiful, light-skinned, long-haired, unproblematic Maya. This right here, that video, it went viral. And then those same Black women that attacked her allegedly unprovoked, they now attacked her provoked. Because we all know that Maya is very unproblematic. She don't bother nobody. She's hardly in the blogs unless we're talking about how good she looks. A beautiful woman. She's never in anybody's drama. And Kelly decided to make herself popular again. Now, mind you, this was during the time we were working on the show. And had she have told me she was going to do this, I would have told her, let's do the show next year. Because I would have listen, Maya has fans that don't play about her. So if they were calling you a big back then, they're going to call you every name in the book now. And it was that video. And let me tell you, people didn't like it. Look at these comments. You know, somebody put, you know, if you're trying to be relevant was a person, it would be her. What's the point in bringing it up now when it happened years ago? Why say Maya's name, but yet it's a secret? Sounds like Miss Price is the Black woman she was screaming about not too long ago. What was the point? Maya, so beautiful. So you can see that people were angry at Kelly. Kelly was name dropping everybody except the person who called her this big, you know, fat, whatever, right? Her beef is with Maya when it should be with the male that compared them. Kelly, we do not care. You know what the industry is like. If they said drop pounds, then drop them. If you don't want to, you should have dropped the label, plain and simple. Why shade Maya? She didn't say that to you. So as you can see, the fans were mad and they weren't wrong. Your issue is with the exec. If you're name dropping, why not drop the dude who said that to you? Say his name. If you can't say his name, it didn't happen. And you notice Maya didn't address her. She never addressed her because Maya is that unproblematic. She has nothing to do with this. But when Kelly brought up Maya, her fans went crazy on this thread. They were really calling her names. They said, you might can sing, but you don't look better than her. It was crazy. Kelly did this. And guess what this did? So you guys remember I said that I announced on my Instagram that I was working with Kelly. So all of a sudden, I started getting attacked now because of Kelly. I did. So that was what it looked like on my Instagram. As you guys can see, the receipts don't lie. This is what I posted. The same video you guys saw in the intro, I posted it. Now look at the comments on my page. Not only is Maya prettier, she can also dance her ass off better than you ever could. Maya's music is way better than yours. So as you can see, people started to attack her on my post that I made. She brought the hate to me, and I didn't do nothing to Kelly. Nothing. So this was crazy that she would talk about Maya knowing that I had just announced that we were working together just days ago. And then you had people saying, Daphne, are you going to hold her accountable? Now, when I made that post about Kelly working with me, she reshared it. As you can see at the bottom, it says Kelly Price reposted this reel. You can't fake these receipts. Somebody said to her, you are not my girl. You bitter, messy, and jealous. Why mention that solid woman's name? Seemed like something you've been wanting to say, been holding for a while. It's always something with you. I don't know if you do all of this to try to stay relevant and stay in the media or what, but we have forgot about how a mean girl you are anyway. Go and seek help. Everybody in the comments were saying she was doing this to stay relevant. Mind you, she was just in the blogs for saying Black women were attacking her for no reason. Now you're in the blogs for attacking Maya for no reason. Y'all see how this works? So when my friend Anti-Hyena Squad reached out to me, she said, Daphne, you see now? And I said, well, that's between her and Maya. I don't know the full story. I said, but we already put the show out there. I still want to do it. Right? So I did talk to Kelly about this. And I said, they're attacking you on my page and your page. Like this guy said, why didn't you name the exec that told you that? Why name drop Maya and not the person that actually said it? And he's right. They're right. At the end of the day, I agreed. I don't know. But when I talked to Kelly, I said, Kelly, you know what would be great? If you apologize to Maya on our show. You said that we're all about accountability, right? You said that I've gotten you together before, right? So I'm getting you together. I think on this show, we should open up with you apologizing for bringing Maya into a situation she didn't ask to be in. Because all it did was bring hate to my page. And guess what Kelly said? I can do that. That's not a problem. And I said, man, Kelly, cool. She's solid. Somebody that's willing to take accountability for something they did wrong, right? So guys, I put the show out. I put it out. But before I put it out there, we did some more speaking. So Kelly told me, we're going to do this show. Everything is going to be great. But I went to my Instagram after this Maya stuff, right? And I noticed something. So as you guys can see, on September 23rd, 2025, I mentioned Kelly. That week on Saturday at 7 p.m., we were going to do the show called Jezebel Spirit. As you can see, that is my face on the left. That's Kelly on the right. So you guys can all see that this show was in the works and we really were going to do it. I was sharing this on my YouTube, Facebook. Everybody was excited. I didn't even tell people she was going to apologize to Maya. I didn't think that would be important to tell them that. I wanted that to be a surprise. But as you guys can see, I put it in there. Y'all see it said that I asked Kelly to collab with me. Y'all see that I've kept her in the loop of everything, right? So there was no issue. Everything was good, right? The show was supposed to be on September 27th, 2025. And I was ready. I had no issue. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, Kelly told me that we were going to be doing this to bring awareness to the women that do wrong. And we were also going to hold, people accountable. She was going to do some name drops too, but not about Maya. She was going to apologize to Maya. So we were on the same page. Okay. But then I went back to my Instagram and I saw something weird. Check this out. So she said, hey, sis, give me a call. I'll call you tomorrow. All this stuff. Remember this. I need you guys to look at this. That was the video that I had on my page, right? So she took herself as a collaborator off of this. And listen, guys, I'm not judging her. I felt that she removed herself as a collaborator on this post that I put about us because she saw me getting attacked. Hey, Queen, if you support accountability, why aren't you holding Kelly accountable for what she said to Maya? So I went back and looked, and then look, there it was. On September 17th, she removed herself from the post, took it off. And I was like, what the hell? So I said, did I do something? If you changed your mind about working with me, please let me know. I don't understand why you removed the videos. So guys, that was September 21st. I told Kelly, hey, what's up? You took yourself off. At least tell me what's going on. Is there something I need to know? All of you guys see that. She took herself off of the post. So I'm thinking like, did I do something? If I did something, let's talk about it. Because, I mean, we're grown women, right? Okay, so this is the part that I want to make sure I say the words right. Okay? First, I'm going to read this to you guys, and then I'm going to show you on the screen because it's a lot of writing. So I want you guys to see again one more time. One more time. So you guys see that Kelly was a collaborator with me on this video. It said you invited Miss Kelly Price to be a collaborator on your reel. She accepted the collaboration, right? But then she removed herself. I want you to see that second part one more time because I want you to see that I didn't come at her aggressive. I didn't come at her threatening. I just said, hey, did I do something wrong? Why did you remove yourself from the video? So I'll wait for that to come up so you guys can see it one more time because this is where we're going to get into some gangster shit. Okay, you see where it says September 17th, post unavailable. She took herself off of that post that you guys saw. And I said verbatim, hello, did I do something? If you've changed your mind about working with me, please let me know. I don't understand why you removed the videos. I think that that's a very nice way of asking somebody what's up, right? I wasn't rude. So I'm going to read to you what Kelly Price said on September 22nd, 2025 at approximately 4:15 a.m. Kelly Price DM'd me this. And I'm telling anybody that's trying to use any of my content, you better ask my permission. I will flag you. Because I know that a lot of you guys are going to try to steal this because it's bad. So, guys, the very next day at 4:15 a.m. on September 22nd, this is what Kelly said. Okay? I'm gonna read it, then I'm gonna show it to you so you can see it. Good morning, Daphne. Okay. I've been disoriented the last couple of days. I was involved in an accident and sustained several injuries to my head and parts of my body. I started playing with my phone to try to stay awake because they tell you not to go to sleep after you've had a head injury. I also gave you my assistant telephone number. So if you were ever able or unable to reach me, that you could call. And I've made her aware that if you call her, that you are priority. I have to be back at the hospital in the morning for a CAT scan. So I'm going to try to take a nap before I head over. That way, as far as I'm concerned, everything else is what we said it would be. So again, she suffered a serious head injury in this accident. She says she's trying to stay awake, but she's going to go to sleep. Guys, I promise you I'm not making this up. This isn't a fake receipt. But I know a lot of y'all are already putting it together. This is bullshit, right? Okay, cool. I don't feel anything different or think anything different about the things that we said we wanted to do. I'm just trying to figure out, in the meantime, how to move forward and not move the schedule because I have bruises to my face as well, and I don't want to be on camera. So, guys, Kelly told me on September 22nd, 4:15 a.m. that she was involved in a car accident. Now, guys, y'all know I'm the queen of accountability, right? So I like there to be receipts. I Googled it. I looked all over the world for this right here to be confirmed. You were in the blogs for Black women attacking you. You were in the blogs for attacking Maya. You mean to tell me that these people that are out there looking for celebrities, she was already in the media for what she said about Maya, and y'all telling me that if she got into an accident, not one blog would have posted this? That's credible? So when I did my research, I didn't find shit. And I said, I know this God-fearing woman wouldn't lie about being in an accident, so let me show you guys so you can see it yourself. Bam! Kelly, you remember this? Nobody in the world knew about this, and I'm bringing it to you guys today on my channel. Kelly said that she was involved in an accident, and this is not illegal because she DM'd me this, and I can prove it in the court of law. You DM me, I can use it as much as I want to. Nothing in this message said don't tell. But what I really think Kelly was doing, and this is just my opinion, okay? I think Kelly was telling me she was in this accident because she thought I was going to run to TMZ. That's what people do when they want clout and attention. TMZ was already posting how she disrespected Maya, right? All I would have had to do was send this to TMZ, and I would have gotten paid because there was no blog out there reporting that she got into an accident. It couldn't be confirmed. But instead, y'all, I kept this in my phone for almost a year, waiting for the truth to come out because the Kelly we know tells everybody everything. She's on Instagram every day talking about the Bible and God, and she's going to heaven. So I thought she'd tell her fans, hey guys, I almost died, but God said it's not your time, Kelly. There was nothing. And I didn't say anything because I know that my haters told Kelly, tell her a secret and see if she'll run to the blogs. I know how they talk about me. So when this happened, I know my haters were sick to the stomach. It's been 11 months. I ain't said nothing until today because I tried to give Kelly time to apologize and she didn't. And if anybody didn't see it, I'll put it back up. So according to Kelly, she got into a serious car accident that caused injuries to her face and her body. She was playing with her phone, saying that they tell you to stay awake. But then she said she was going to go to sleep. Now, in my opinion, I am not a doctor or a nurse. But if you were in a serious car accident, they would keep you overnight at least to monitor you. That's protocol. They would never tell you to go home and play with your phone. So when I read this, in my mind, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I called bullshit right off the bat. I said anything to get out of doing the show, fine. It don't got to be that serious. I'm not begging you to do my show. Y'all saw how she was love bombing me. She came to me about this shit. That's what makes me mad. These women, they are crazy. You just said that black women are disgusting. What about your behavior? Because I know a few people in my life that died from a real car accident. And here you are claiming you got it, allegedly. I'm not going to say you're lying. In my opinion, it's not true. That's just my opinion. Because usually if anybody that's a celebrity gets into any type of drama or accidents, TMZ, neighborhood talk, shade room, they're the first to report it. But nobody reported this. Why? Am I talking to myself? Do y'all really believe that this happened? So guys, being the God-fearing woman that I am, I told Kelly, it's all good. We don't have to do the show. And Kelly, if you say I'm lying, I got something else that I didn't have on this show today, but I'm keeping it just in case. I told Kelly, we don't have to do the show. Your health is number one priority. Because when she sent me this, I called her. And guys, I did not record the call because in the state of Illinois, both parties have to have consent. I'm not a person that illegally records people like people say I am, but there are people that have done it to me. So when I called Kelly, this is how she was speaking, and I'm not making it up. Hey, Daphne. Yeah, I was in a car accident. Yeah. I said, Kelly, your health is number one. Let's not do the show. I'm right now focused on this Rhoda case anyway, because y'all know that was September, right? Rhoda was due to go to court in October, and my birthday was the next month. So I didn't care about doing the show on Saturday. I said, Kelly, your health is number one. Your face is banged up. You're doing horrible. I said, let's just do the show next year. No, Daphne, it doesn't have to be like that. And guys, I know y'all think I'm playing, but this is how she sounded. She played this role very well. Kelly, you need to do acting too. Well done. Well done. Oh, guys, I know when I'm being like played with, but I went along with it. Oh, Daphne, we're still gonna do it. Yeah. I just gotta go to the hospital tomorrow. I said, Kelly, why aren't you at the hospital now? Oh, because I'm gonna be okay. Guys, listen, I know people that were in, sports that got a concussion and they never sent that person home. They keep them overnight. It's called concussion protocol. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, but I know people heard that term, right? Kelly literally said she suffered a head injury and you at home playing in your phone. No, you're playing with your life if that was real. I'm not a doctor, but guys, I know logic too. So Kelly kept insisting, no, we're going to do this show. And I'm like, damn. I told my husband, why is she so adamant on doing the show? She got into a car accident. You know how bad I look? Still doing a show and telling people, oh yeah, guys, Kelly's not going to be on video because she's banged up. They would think that I forced her to do that because that's what women be saying, that I have control when I don't, y'all. I thought this woman was really in an accident. And again, my opinion, she wasn't. But if she was allegedly really in this accident, why didn't you tell your fans? You missed the show. You missed a show that night. I think that she was just embarrassed because of the backlash with Maya. That's my opinion. Because they were going in on her. Guys, I had to delete over 50 comments from my Instagram that were attacking her and me because I was still wanting to work with her. I didn't ask for that. That was unprovoked, right? So anywho, Kelly said these words, and I'm going to show you the receipts. I'm going to do a group chat, and I'm going to put my publicist in our chat, and we're going to do this show. I said, okay. You sure? Yes, I'm sure I'm going to be okay. Okay, here goes the receipts. Bam. Kira, Miss Daphne is going to be creating assets using the photos that I sent to her for our YouTube live coming up this Saturday. So when she sends them, even if I'm not up and moving around, please be sure to get them up on the fan page and collaborate along with her, as well as my personal verified Instagram, so that when I see it, I can add it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We have further things coming up in the future. This is looking like it's going to turn into a series. As soon as we know exactly what God is calling for this to be, you will know, so that you will be in front of us in terms of getting things out there. Love you so much and appreciate you. Bam! Kelly, I don't delete receipts. I don't. So Kelly put me in a group chat with Kira, her publicist that runs the fan page. Now, guys, I'm thinking like, damn, so she not playing. This woman just got into a serious accident and still wanted to do the show. Y'all see the receipts. And then here's some more love bombing that she did to me. This is Kelly, by the way. She sent me all these hearts and then said, those are the sorority colors, but if we're going to go to my favorite colors, even though the sorority wouldn't appreciate it, she likes purple. Then, bam, Kelly. Guys, y'all see that date at the top? Tuesday, September 23rd at 1:01 p.m. Y'all see those 3 photos? I chose that middle photo. Come on, y'all. I'm not talking to myself tonight. So one day, bam, there it goes. There's the photo that I used that Kelly sent me. Here's the show we were going to do. This was me sending her the show on September 24th. Y'all saw that Kelly sent me 3 photos one day after she was in this serious car accident, because she said that she would be on audio. I said, Kelly, are you sure? Now, guys, I'm going to go back and show you one more time, because I love when it comes to receipts. My haters right now are sick because I got these receipts. You were in a serious car accident, and then 24 hours after that, you throw me in a group chat with your publicist, you send me 3 photos, I choose one, and I send you the show. Y'all listen to me. So if anybody ever tells you that I forced her to do it, or that I'm lying about her allegedly being in an accident, you heard it from the horse's mouth. I didn't make this up. I don't know what the hell was going on. But if I had suffered a serious head injury, I wouldn't give a damn about somebody's show. My health would be number one, y'all. And I begged Kelly not to do this show. We can do it next year. I can focus on the brick case. She was insisting on doing this show. And again, the receipts don't lie. People lie. And my receipts have a date on it for a reason. So if I get taken to court, I can show a judge. You text me, I was in the text. I'm showing the text. You can't see anybody's phone numbers in this text. You see how she was love bombing me with all these hearts. I would get all these random text messages from Kelly. I noticed that a lot of these women, when they are comfortable with me, they reach out, they tell me how wonderful. Guys, it's like a routine. But as you can see, there's the 3 pictures again on the 23rd. I chose the middle photo. Look at the middle photo and look at the next picture. Tell me that middle photo doesn't match. Wait for it. Wait for it. I used what she gave me, what I was approved to. There it goes. So guys, I want you to know that I'm not making this up. Kelly knew that we were doing the show on the 27th. After you suffered this serious accident. Well, on the 19th, when I told everybody we were working together, in those days, somebody, I'm going to say somebody because I don't want to link it to anybody's, identity. I know who did it, but I'm going to say somebody because this is going to go into court documents. They reached out to Kelly's publicist because they have an email on there. And they told the publicist a bunch of stuff about me. Now, I want to remind you, y'all saw how Kelly was adamant. She even told Kira that I'm priority. Am I right, guys? Put it in the chat. Y'all saw Kelly tell her publicist that Daphne, the queen, is priority. You saw that after a head injury, she still wanted to be on my show. I'm not making that up. But for some reason, they got to her publicist. And this is where the anger comes in. I already told Kelly who might be reaching out to her or her publicist. I gave her fair warning because every time something great happens in my life, they're right there to try to mess it up. Well, God didn't want me to have this collaboration, and I'm thankful I didn't take it. I'm thankful I didn't keep on trying to be cool with Kelly, because this was the outcome of how she did me. And the fact that you were still following me, that is disgusting behavior. Because when I first gave Kelly a shout out, she was at 1 million followers. But when she disrespected Maya, she went down. She went down. She went down. She's back to 1 million now, but that's how bad it got. People started unfollowing her. You can't make this up. I have the timestamp. And the fact that Kelly was still following me didn't make any sense. So guess what happened? I said, Kelly, are you sure you want to do this show? And this is before I officially put it up on YouTube. She said yes. I said, Kelly, I don't want to have to retract. Are you sure? And Kelly said yes. Now, before I move into this next receipt, do you guys remember that I told you guys that she was love bombing me? Everybody in the comments, I need you to tell me in the chat. You remember seeing how she was sending me all these messages about how I was wonderful and she was praying for me. I got her together. Y'all saw how she cared about me. So there was no reason for her to do me wrong, right? There was no reason. Me and Kelly had no issue with texting each other or calling each other, right? The only time I talked to her publicist is when she threw me in the group chat with her to tell her that I was priority, that she was doing the show. She was sending me assets, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so check this out. So I get a text message, random. I had to blur out the phone number. So I didn't get the text in the group chat between Kelly and Kira. This text came strictly from Kira, the publicist. So my adversaries, they got to the publicist, and this was the response. September 25th at 5:58 on my time, but she sent it at 5:57. Hi, Daphne. I know Miss Price has shared with you about her accident. She's decided to hold off on doing the YouTube video on Saturday. As of right now, she really needs to focus on her recovery. Either way, she or I will reach out to you. Let me get this banner off here for y'all. Hold on, I'm sorry. Her or I will reach out once she's ready. Ain't that some shit? Let me start this over for y'all. I didn't get this in the group text between me, her, and Kira. Kira sent this from her personal cell phone, telling me that Kelly has decided to hold off. Now, y'all, just 2 days ago, y'all saw that she sent the photos, right? Put it in the chat. September 23rd, she sent me 3 photos. Are y'all with me still? And 2 days later, she had her publicist tell me this. All of a sudden, she couldn't call me. All of a sudden, she couldn't DM me. She sent her publicist to do this. Who does this? A messy-ass Black woman with no type of respect and professionalism. I didn't deserve that. I was angry because I said, wait, why wouldn't Kelly tell me that? Because it was 2 days before the show, y'all. Let me put it back on there. 2 days before the show. I had been promoting it already for days. And 2 days before we were set to do the show, Kelly wants to back out and you send your henchmen to do it. That's not a child of God. God wouldn't do that. The devil would, but not God. But you get your ass on that internet and you sit there and do these Instagram lives, reading the Bible. Tell me in the Bible where this is. Fucking people over and fucking up their livelihood. Because I had the show planned. Everybody was excited. And I sat there and told this heifer, I'm not going to put it in if you're not sure. Yo, Daphne, I'm sure. I'm going to do the group chat. And you played me. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going to be called the villain, right? I'm wrong for this, right? I waited 11 months for her to apologize to me. And I had some names for her. I was going to roast the hell out of her. But I told my dad I wasn't going to do that because I'm better than she is. You might have 1 million followers, but they don't support you. You're only getting 200 likes per photo, and I'm over here getting thousands on a text receipt. Come on. Having 1 million followers don't make you better than anybody. It don't. I believe that you were a good woman. I believe that you would not listen to those people who hate me. Did you even look at how many followers they have? They're low level. Some of them don't even have 5,000. And you over here taking the word of some losers who will never do well in life. all to mess me up. But it's okay, Kelly, because guess who hasn't lost followers? Me. I'm gaining. I don't give a fuck about you or your publicist. So when her publicist sent me that, I don't want to show you guys what I sent Kelly. I'll just tell you. I told Kelly, you could have told me that as a woman. Now I have to remove the show. Kelly left me on red. She saw it but didn't say nothing. I went to see if she was still following me. She was. I went to see if her publicist was still following me. She was. So I'm thinking that this woman was in a serious car accident. Let's go back to when she said that she was banged up. If you look at the bottom of this receipt, she said, and I quote, "I have bruises to my face." I need everybody to let me know if you heard what I just said. Read the bottom of this DM. She said, "I have bruises to my face." Does everybody see that? Because I'm about to call this bitch out. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to cuss. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to. I'm about to call this woman out. Does everybody see at the bottom where she said she had bruises to her face? Everybody see it? Now, if somebody was in a banged up accident, I would think that healing would take at least what? Has anybody ever been in a car accident and survived it? That or know someone that was in a car accident and survived where they had bruises to their face? Do those bruises go away in 4 weeks? Do you see something like a remnant? I thought even if you have like scars, scrapes, it turns into a scar, you'll still see where someone got hurt, right? Because I saw someone in a motorcycle accident, their scars didn't go away in 4 weeks. It took some time. But I'm not a doctor. Anybody? Okay, so y'all saw that she said she had bruises to her face. So my friend Anti-Hyena Squad on YouTube told me, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. And I told her I didn't believe it either. But all I can do is wait. Well, guess what? Kelly had so much trauma and bruises to her face and body that she managed to fly out to the No Limit Versus 4 weeks later. 4 weeks later. Wait, before I hit you with the receipt, I want to go back to this. Her publicist said on September 25th, 2025, she's holding off on the video until, because she needs to focus on her recovery. Recovery means that she's banged up, right? Everybody in the chat, if someone said that they had to hold off on doing an audio show, that would mean that they're really messed up if they can't even do audio. Am I right? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, check this out.
I found it. I'm tired. Oh my God. But Versus is happening in less than 24 hours. And we got the No Limit Soldiers going against who?
No Limit.
No Limit.
Well, maybe she was in an accident because she said that we have the No Limit Soldiers going against the No Limit. That's what they just said. But again, let's go back a little bit. September 25th, Kira said she's working on her healing. Because remember, she has bruises to her face. This was 4 weeks later.
I found it. I'm tired. Oh my God. But Versus is happening in less than 24 hours. And we got the No Limit Soldiers going against who?
No Limit.
No Limit.
We have the No Limit Soldiers going against who? No Limit. Maybe she was still going through it. Because, I mean, that sounded like the same person to me. It wasn't no limit. So y'all listen to me. You saw how close she was with the camera. Her face looked, even though she had a filter, even if she had an accident, her face was banged up, I would see a scar. It only been 4 weeks. That's it. She lied to me, in my opinion, because, I don't want to get sued. Why lie? So you were so distraught. Your body was so banged up. You flew to another state to come on. Why lie? All I'm saying is why lie? I didn't do anything for her to lie to me. So you sit there and you stop doing the show with me, right? You're done with me. You're healing. You're trying to work on your healing. And then I see you on a versus. And she wasn't just filming herself sitting. She was dancing, having a blast. That bothered me, guys. And I knew on October 25th, but I couldn't let it get to me because my birthday was coming up and I had to go to Houston. I had to put my mind somewhere else. I've held on to this that long because I'm slow to anger. This bothered me with Kelly because you get your ass on that internet. You read the Bible. You talk about how you're going to heaven. I don't understand how you think you're going to heaven treating people like this. Some people think they're bigger than what they are. That's my opinion. Some people think that they can do people wrong because they're not celebrities like them. And that is not okay with me. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. You cross me over, I'm going to hold you accountable, especially when you know that that's what I do. This ain't a surprise. But somebody has sent me a video of how she talked about her haters. And when I saw that video, I said, man, how come I didn't see that before? Just listen to this.
Well, this is the problem. I don't care what deity you pray to. Y'all started it, I'm going to finish it. Whoever you pray to has to go and ask God to touch me. And that's who I pray to. I'm sick of it. It'll be in the news really soon. You want to play on my top? You unclean Philistines. You come against the armies of God. I come in the name of the Lord and I'll take my sword. I'll take your sword and cut your head off. In Jesus' name. Tell that to the demons that's residing in you. It's coming out soon enough. I'm not playing with anybody. And I'm going to heaven when I die. And I'm not dying until Jesus says, this is out here is crazy. It's a whole hole out here. And yes, I'm a kingdom. I'm not church. I'm kingdom. I'm not church. This girl done went and had plastic surgery, build a body, and stop buying dollar store wigs to look like me. She's been stalking me for 3 years.
You know what's crazy? When I first had a conversation with Kelly, I told her that I had a few people. There was like a pack of people that have been stalking me for 3 years. I found that very odd how my story is just like hers. Only, nope, I don't think nobody's out there getting plastic surgery. But the part that made me say, huh? She said that her stalker got plastic surgery to look like her. But she didn't call out any names. And nobody has seen it on the news. But she said it would be on the news. You're going to stop lying on my top. She went from I'm going to heaven to calling somebody a hoe, a bitch. You can't say God and bitch in the same sentence. I don't know what kind of Christians would believe she has. But don't you find it odd how this stalker, no one's ever seen, heard? There's no court documents. It didn't go on any news site that I know of. So somebody lying. Now, if this is what she's going through allegedly, it's just crazy how it sounds just like my situation, but there's no plastic surgery involved. But if someone will say they have a stalker and we haven't seen the stalker, or say that they were in a car accident and we couldn't verify it, but I went a step further because I said maybe I didn't do enough research. I went online to make sure I wasn't tripping. R&B and gospel singer Kelly Price was not involved in a car accident. Rumors or venue announcements claiming she was hurt or in a terrible crash were false, echoing past unverified social media hoaxes or misunderstood concert cancellations. Nobody's heard of this car accident. And if she was in a car accident, I'm glad she's here. I'm glad she's okay. But if someone really was in a car accident that talks so highly of God, they would have told their fans, I'm sorry I missed my show, because she did miss a show. She did miss a show that night. And then you had people saying this is just like Kelly, to fake an emergency to get out of accountability. This is what her fans were saying. Not even her fans believed she was in a car accident. Her fans felt like she withdrew from the concert because she was getting roasted for what she said about Maya. And that seems to sound more believable, guys. It makes more sense. You're embarrassed. You don't want to be clowned. Because, they couldn't wait for her to go on stage. But she never showed up. And the Kelly that most of her fans know that love her would say, she would at least make a live and say, hey, babies, I got into a car accident, but God said, it ain't your time. I'm sorry I missed the concert. I'm sorry that you guys paid to see me, but I didn't show up. But I'll make it up to you. I'm just going through my healing process. No, her fans saw her on Versus. And a lot of them got even more upset because you couldn't even tell your fans why you didn't show up. If it was really a car accident, every blog would have been on that. TMZ, they're ruthless. But I honestly think she told me. Only me and her publicist knew about this accident. And now you guys know. Everybody listening today. And she can't sue me for this because you told me this. You didn't say I couldn't share it. Anybody that DMs me, they don't say that I can't. And I usually cover names, but I'm not covering her name. I want y'all to see it. She lied. And if you were really banged up, you were fine on October 25th. And I want to remind you guys, since this text right here from Kira, Kelly's never reached out to me again. And that is the truth. She blocked me on my phone. She blocked me because when I called her, the last time I called her was on January 8th of this year. I said, I'm going to give her one more chance to apologize and rectify what she did. Because let me tell you, people were hoping that she was going to do this show with me. They were happy for me. People were speaking highly. And she ruined that. And when I removed it, I lied to a lot of people. A lot of people said, hey, how come you're not doing the show? And I lied. I said, I'm working on this Rhoda case. I need to be focused. That was a lie. I wish I didn't tell that lie. But at the time, I didn't want to address Kelly yet. I wanted to give her some time. When I saw her in Versus, I was angry. But I still waited. Kelly, you should be ashamed. And if TMZ wants this information, they can have it. I am mad because she played with my time and my money. All she had to do was tell me she didn't want to do the show with me. I would have been like, bye. I had bigger celebrities on my channel. No offense to her, but you can't keep thinking that you're bigger than what you are. You get humbled. I haven't seen you sell out anything yet because when you do wrong, you don't get blessed. But don't go around saying all these evil people hate you for no reason. Look what you're doing to people. And I'm sure a lot of your counterparts who think you're this great person, they didn't know this is what you do to people. But you can't go back on what you said about me. So what I learned about Black women, when they are love bombing you, the minute you hold them to the light, you're a narcissist, you're fake, you're phony, but they will never show you when they were kissing my ass. Oh, Queen, you're wonderful. Queen, I need a consultation. Queen, I moderate for MTR, moderate. Just all the things that they think I want to hear. Because at that time, I'm focused on something else. So my guard is down. Kelly makes it hard for me to ever trust Black women. Because this is what they do. They can't be trusted, but they'll sit here and tell you that they're God-fearing. Their husband's a fan of you. I would never do this to somebody, big or not. She played me. Everything you said did not add up. But if you want to keep claiming you were in this serious accident, you go ahead and claim that. Allegedly, you're saying you were. But the messiness that you've been involved in, somebody just told me, hey, are you still going to do that show with Kelly? Don't do it. Did you hear what she said about Kurt Franklin? I said, what are y'all talking about? Because I don't keep up with celebrities like that. Allegedly, when she was a judge on Sunday's Best, she said that a lot of the judges were messing with little kids. And everybody said it had to be Kirk Franklin, allegedly, because I don't know what's going on. And when they asked Kelly, is it Kirk Franklin? She said, you have to pay me to get that answer, meaning a big price. Kelly Price. Makes sense. Why would somebody do that? She said that they were fornicating and messing with little children. So Kelly, I have a question for you. If you knew that these people were messing with children, why didn't you report it? Because you know what? When you don't report it, you're just as bad as the people doing the act. And if I had known about what you said about them, I would have never worked with you. I would have blocked you. Because I can't be cool with someone that can see that going on and not say anything. So that also messed up her reputation too. Oh, it messed her up bad. You can't go on the internet years later and say that these celebrities were allegedly messing with little children and you didn't do nothing about it. And then when they told you, who was it? Name drop, Kelly. You got to pay me for that. That's weak behavior. Because if you're all about accountability, you'll save those children. How dare you? If this story is true, you're no better than them, Kelly. You're no better than them. She's always involved in some mess. And I didn't see this at first. Guys, I didn't. Yeah. But it's okay. Because now y'all know what happened. And you know the truth behind why I had to take the show off. You played with me in my time. After I told you no, we don't have to do it till next year. You insisted. You went from a car accident to the no limit versus. It makes no sense. But if you were in a car accident, again, we're glad you're here. Some people might not be glad you're here, but I'm not going to say that. But if you weren't in an accident, that's fucked up. Because there are people in this world who are not here to speak because they didn't make it. That's like lying about having cancer. It's no different. Because people die from the things that you said. People die from car accidents every day. Why would someone fake that just to get out of doing a show? It is never that serious. She didn't pay me. I didn't pay her. It's never that serious, guys. But Kelly Price is wrong. And that is the truth behind why September 27th, 2025, 7 p.m. didn't happen. Because Kelly allegedly got into an accident. Then on the 23rd, she said she still wanted to do the show, sent me photos. And on the 25th, she sent her henchman to tell me she didn't want to do the show because she's working on her recovery. But she managed to get out of that accident state of mind and bring herself to another state to watch the No Limit Versus. And she was all up in the camera, all up in everybody's camera, all up in their live, having a blast. And I'm sitting here trying to wonder why she couldn't call me and tell me the truth. Her phone worked. She's just as bad as the women she talks about. The Maya stuff, all of that's not just a coincidence. This is who she really is. And people who say that they're going to heaven and they're closer to God are the ones who are doing the worst behind the scenes. I would never do this to anybody. And if anybody's wanting to work with her in the future, this might be what you have to go through. Then I saw her riding Clarissa Shields' coattails. Hey, girl. The way she was talking to Clarissa is how she did me. She found someone bigger, Clarissa. I'm doing the national anthem. Hey, girl, let's hang out. Then all of a sudden they were besties. I don't like people like that. I don't. I haven't seen her doing anything better than me. It don't hurt me. There are many celebrities, and I hope today you finally get the hint and unfollow me. I haven't unfollowed her yet. I wanted people to see, but guess who did unfollow me? Her publicist did. The fan page said, now, the fan page was a big follower of me. Then, y'all see this? This is the fan page right here. It says follow back. I never followed the fan page. They were following me. But up until January 8th, when I sent Kelly in the group chat the final message, she unfollowed me. Kelly was still following me, but her publicist said I'm out. And that's fine with me. It doesn't erase that you were a follower, that you were a fan. I waited almost a year to tell this story. And to those people who were hoping for that show, that's why it did not happen. And I'm glad it didn't happen. She didn't think I was going to do this. But if you want my honest opinion, since I do hold a degree, which she said it doesn't make people smart, well, maybe if you don't have one, how did you make up that lie thinking that I would fall for it? If that is true. I don't think she was in an accident at all. And that's just my opinion. I don't. Because someone like her would tell every blog. Not one blog that was credible posted about this accident. And people that know Kelly say she talks about every single thing but that accident. Nobody knew about this. And today is the first time that everybody knew that this is why she allegedly missed that concert. But you guys all saw her on the video just 4 weeks after they canceled on me. I would never do that to someone. And to claim that you're a child of God and you move like this behind the scenes, people needed to see this because it ain't cool. It's not. And there were a lot of content creators telling me not to do this show. If I did the show, it would mess up my reputation. No celebrity would want to work with me for telling the truth. Huh? Because all she does is tells everybody these stories, but she doesn't come with the receipts. She didn't name the executive that told her that Maya would be better. She didn't tell nobody about this accident. She won't tell anybody who this stalker is that got surgery to look like her. That is like the biggest thing I don't believe. I'm not trying to judge her off of looks, but come on. Come on. If it was Halle Berry, I'd believe it. She's the prototype. But we got to be honest with ourselves. Who's actually getting surgery to look like a celebrity? I don't believe it. And if that were true, why didn't you post that person? They're stalking you. Why not put her on blast so that somebody else that might be going through it can speak up? Either you're going to post the person or it didn't happen. That's how I get down. But you were calling this woman a hoe, all these names, but you said God in the same sentence. That doesn't add up, y'all. It doesn't. So right now I'll take some questions. If anybody has any questions, I'll drop it in the chat, the link. Other than that, I'm getting off. Like I said, if she wants to send me, a cease and desist and all that, I have all the receipts. Everything that I'm talking about, I can back it up. The only thing that will be different is if I go to court, they will see the unedited version, which will show the phone numbers. That will link right to Kelly Price. She did all this stuff here just to do me like she did. And believe it or not, guys, I did not want to do the show. I was adamant on her getting better. But in my opinion, I feel like Kelly thought I was going to run to TMZ because I'm the queen of accountability. Let me tell her a crazy lie, because I do that to people too. There were a few hyenas that came into my life when the Rhoda case hit. I told this idiot that Rhoda was pregnant. And this dummy went on the internet and said, and she had the nerve to say that Rhoda was pregnant. So the people that I told I was going to tell that lie to her to, they all sent me my cash apps because we bet on it. I set people up all the time that come into my life to see if I can trust them. That's how I know I can trust somebody. Tell them something crazy that never happened. I told this idiot that Rhoda was pregnant and she went and told everybody. But everybody else knew that I wasn't being real, because y'all know I would have broke that if that was true. I would have said it. But that told me that person couldn't be trusted. And this person was pushing 60 years old, damn near. Really sad. But that's how you have to do it. So I think that my haters told Kelly, she's messy. Let me prove it to you. Tell her something bad that happened to you that can't be verified, and watch her go to the blogs. Watch her post it. It never happened. I didn't go to not one TMZ. Now, y'all know TMZ would have ate that up. Hey, guess what? Kelly was in a car accident. Do you have proof? Yeah, here's the DM. Prove that she sent it to you and that this isn't AI. Can I show you my video? I'll do my video and I'll go through the text. Because anybody can say, oh, that's not real. Take me to court if it's a lie. Because I got my DMs. I filmed myself going to the DM that says she was in an accident just in case. It's still there. She can block me right now and it will still be there. So at the end of the day, faking an emergency, if that is what happened, that you allegedly got into this accident, it cannot be proven. And it's been 11 months and you have not updated anyone or apologized. So guys, at the end of the day, it's cool. I just wanted her to know that you're not exempt because you're Kelly Price. And when you do something wrong to people, it does come with a price. Pun intended. Because you also lose followers too. When they see how you do people. You sit up there on the internet saying everybody's attacking you and you did me dirty and I didn't do nothing to you. I stood up for you when you were being attacked. And Anti-Hyena Squad told me not to do it. But I'm telling you this. That's it. Nobody else. I'm not working with nobody else that I don't know that was already in my circle before. I'm done. This right here is not okay. But I think she thought I was going to tip off somebody. And then she would have been like, oh, yeah, now I'm not going to do the show but guys, I never did that. I kept her secret. I mean, it wasn't a secret. She didn't say, hey, don't tell nobody. That's why I felt like she was not being honest. Because most celebrities would be like, between me and you, or they won't tell you that at all. She only knew me for like a month. She might have been following me for months, but by phone, she knew me less than a month. Why would you tell me something so personal that you were in an accident? That's personal. But then again, she did give me her cell phone number right out the bat, right? Y'all saw that. I didn't initiate none of that. So please understand that I'm a good person to these Black women. And then they always fuck me over somehow. This is why I tell people to be careful. This is why I tell men to be careful, because this can happen to anybody if it's happening to women. This women empowerment shit is not real. Women don't like each other. They tolerate each other until you cross one. I noticed that whenever I cut a woman out of my circle, they went straight to the blogs, internet, and painting a different picture about me. But they will never tell you what led to that, to them being cut off. They will never tell you how they were kissing my ass. But trust me, I got the receipts. And I can't wait to expose a lot of these people that were kissing my ass behind the scenes. Oh, you're wonderful. You can't make that up. It's really sad, guys. And I hope Kelly learns from this, that you don't fuck with people. You don't. You got on this internet talking tough, saying people need to get their ass whipped. What should happen to someone that doesn't do what they say that they were going to do? You're not a woman of your word. That's first off. Second, if you were truly in an accident, prove it. It's been 11 months and you ain't said anything. All we see is you having fun, going live, reading the Bible. But reading the Bible is not going to get you to heaven, Kelly. That Bible is not a game. It's not. You can't read it and you're not living it. You're not living it. You're just reading it for shock value. That's why nobody really fucks with you on Instagram. 1 million followers, but the likes that you get, I've seen people with 5,000 get more. So you might have a lot of followers, but you don't have a lot of supporters. There is a difference because they all know that you're messy. You're very messy. There was about 50 things that somebody sent me about you. And all that, I didn't want to judge you. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt and you proved them right. If you want to sue me, you know where I live. You know my phone number. I'll be waiting because I have all the unedited receipts. And you lucky I didn't show them all the other stuff you said. Because then they would really think that you were batshit. But out of respect, since you're older, I don't want to disrespect you on that. But you got to be careful what you say and what you say you're going to do for people. It ain't right. And you ain't got to never tell me you're sorry. Unfollow me like your dumbass publicist did. Do that. Because y'all supposed to be black women, helping black women, but you don't. You don't. All you do is provoke black women. Then when they come at you, you're all of a sudden the victim. You're no better than all the other women that I had to take to court. You're no better than them. 11 months, Kelly. 11. And you can go ahead and, like I said, hit that unfollow button. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, you initiated all these things with me. I was very respectful to you until you crossed me. So, guys, that's what happened. And I hope that you guys understand that I'm not trying to attack this woman. I want you guys to know the truth behind why the show did not happen. And it will never happen. Because even after today, don't come trying to rectify it. You had 11 months. You blocked me. What's crazy is when I called her on January 8th, 2026, it went straight to voicemail, right? I waited about, 2-3 hours. I said, I just want to make sure. I called again. It went straight to voicemail. That's when I knew she blocked me by phone. So I said, let me go ahead and go to Instagram. I go to Instagram and she's still following me. Why do women do that? If you're going to block me on the phone, block me everywhere because Kelly still wanted access to me. That's what these women do. Then she started riding the coattails of Clarissa Shields. That's cool. I don't ride coattails. I don't need someone to have clout. I don't. But at the same time, you were supposed to apologize. You were supposed to rectify, what you said about Maya. And even if you were going to work on your recovery, I should have saw you on the No Limit. That was a quick recovery. We're going to call Kelly Price Wolverine because whatever accident she got into that banged her up and tore up her face, she healed. So her new name is Wolverine. If anybody's seen X-Men, that's her nickname because she heals quick as hell. I ain't never seen that. That's Wolverine, y'all. Do a show about that. But understand that, in my opinion, it didn't happen. It didn't. So at the end of the day, if you want to still play this game that you were banged up, it won't work here. And the fact that you still wanted to do the show when I told you we don't have to, that ain't going to work either. It's not.
I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh.
That's how I feel, y'all. So I'm looking at some of y'all comments. Y'all listen, okay? That's how I felt in the moment. I see all these videos of her going at people who've done her wrong, and you're out here doing people wrong. So at the end of the day, guys, if anyone ever decided to work with me, please know that there are people that hate me, and they will do anything in their power to break me. And when the Kelly thing didn't happen, they were happy. They were celebrating because it was them. And a lot of people behind the scenes know who posted about Kelly, who never posted about Kelly in their entire life. But on that day, they did, 24 hours after I announced it. And then a few days later, they pull out. So I think the truth is they got to them. And something else, a lot of people that knew about the show, they went to the fan page and they saw the people that I said had to have been the ones that reached out. They are following the fan page and Kelly's page. So it was easy to narrow down who got to them and lied. Where did it get you, Kelly? Because it didn't get them nowhere. They still ain't shit. They're still not bigger than me. And you might be a celebrity from the past, but on social media, I'm bigger than you. You might have 1 million followers, but you don't have 1 million supporters. We're not the same. And when you do people wrong, that comes back on you tenfold. Trust me. And to those content creators who told me not to do the show because I might lose some stuff, imagine what I lost the last 11 months. I didn't want to put the show out thinking that it might get taken away. I told her to put her health first. I did everything by the book. So I'm not going to sit up here and allow anybody to tell me that I'm wrong for holding this woman that is well into her 50s accountable. It doesn't matter what age they are. They will still do this to people. Shame on you, Kelly, for not being the woman that you claim to be. Anytime somebody sends somebody else to do their dirty work and they can't call you directly, that tells you who they are. She had no problem love bombing the hell out of me. She had no problem sending me how wonderful I was, how great I am. Oh, I wish I had the opportunity to meet your mom. Like what? What? Come on, Kelly. You were all over me. And then you send Kira to tell me it's not going to happen. And after this show, those same people that did this to me, they're going to reach out. See, she did. I don't give a damn. Because let me tell you, I waited. I was slow to anger. I gave Kelly 11 months to make it right. In my opinion, that's plenty of time to apologize. And she didn't. Now, if she wants to go live and say something that didn't happen and make up a story, I have part 2, Kelly. And that's not a threat. You know what we talked about, Kelly. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Because I've been very respectful to you. And the fact that you even wanted to, I wish I could have met your mom, and you treat me like this, my mom would have, hold on. Let me tell you what would have happened if she would have met my mom after doing this shit right here to me. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all already know what's coming.
I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh, oh, oh.
That's what would have happened. So at the end of the day, Kelly, you need to do better. And every time you open your mouth to ever speak about me again, I'm going to post all that stuff you said. Guys, there was a time where she got me all together. I know that there are some people who just joined over Twitter and Facebook, but in the beginning of my show, I played a video that she texted to me. Then she deleted it. Y'all know with iPhone, you can do that. But y'all know the queen don't delete videos. And if she claims that this is AI, I took a picture of the whole thread because you never know who you're dealing with. People can retract and say, no, that's AI. I promise you this video is not AI because I posted a piece of this video last year. And y'all saw that I sent it to Kelly. So no one can say that that video is fake because it looks just like the video that I shared with Kelly in the DM. So if that video was fake, she would have called me out on it a long time ago. She never did. So please don't do that. This is definitely not AI. But for those people who just joined, I wanted you to know that Kelly was not honest with me. But she did all this love bombing and even said I held her accountable before. Well, now this is me holding you accountable again. I'm going to play that video for y'all one more time and I'm going to wrap up. I want to say thank you guys for attending this live because I didn't plan on doing it, but I had to. It was on my heart. I had to do it. But one thing I'm going to tell you guys is if you're working with people and they love bomb you, oh, you're wonderful. That is a red flag. Run. Because every Black woman that did that to me, they screwed me over. Everyone. Perfect record for that. And you wouldn't think these type of women would. I didn't think Kelly would do that to me when she knows what I do. It's crazy. But for those who just got in, the main thing about this is that she didn't do the video with me because she allegedly got into a car accident. Then she said she still wanted to do the video, right? And then her publicist told me they don't want to do it anymore. And in my opinion, my haters got to them. They did get to them because they're now following these pages. They weren't talking about Kelly before I put that out there. They were waiting for me to put that out there so they can take that from me. And it's okay. I'm still gaining while you guys ain't moving, ain't selling nothing. Y'all not doing nothing but watching everything I do. And one thing I want y'all to understand is that when people get on the internet and they do subliminals and they have to call people frauds and all these lies, they're really talking about themselves. They just don't have enough guts to say it because there are people that know the truth behind the scenes. So anytime you see people posting subliminals, but they're not tagging that person directly, it's because they can't. So that should tell you everything you need to know about these keyboard weak ass content creators who have nothing going on in their life. They've been called ugly their entire life. Somebody sent me a picture of somebody selling furniture, the dirtiest furniture I've ever seen. And it's coming from a content creator. Word to wise. If you're selling like things in Facebook Marketplace or a Facebook group and it's public, anybody can see that. Fair use. So if you're selling like a bed and there's piss on it, dirt on it, or let's say a couch and there's a lot of dirt and gunk and it looks disgusting and people know that you're the only person that probably sat on that, that's nasty. There's some nasty, dirty people out here that don't wash right. Oh, I said, where'd you see that at? What? The last thing anyone should do that talks a lot of shit is post in public groups. That's fair use. And when we see dirty stuff that you're trying to sell, you nasty. Hop in the shower and get that gunk off. You shouldn't be selling no damn mattresses and items that got dirt on them. Ugh. And these be the people that's talking about me. I'm like, what? That's going to be on another show. Y'all, the receipts going to be receipting, like they be saying about me. But anyways, just want to recap all this for y'all again. Okay? Just a little quick recap. Me and Kelly were supposed to do that show. Okay? She was sent the show. It was called Jezebel Spirit. We were going to do it September 27th, 2025. I was promoting that show like people promote Jordans when they about to be on sale. I was happy for this show. And then out of nowhere, Kelly, all of a sudden, got into an accident. But before that happened, we were still promoting the show. Kelly put me in a group chat with her publicist named Kira and told Kira that, hey, I'm going to be doing this show. She also let Kira know that I'm priority, which is another thing, love bombing. How am I? You just met me. I had all these rights and stuff. But when it came down to doing the show, she backed away and couldn't tell me like a woman. She sent her public. And the thing that made me mad too, how come Kira didn't tell me in this group text? She sent me a personal text. She couldn't say it in the text with Kelly. It's like Kelly didn't want to have no ownership of this. Who does that? Not a child of God. They don't do that. So for Kelly to do that part, that did upset me, but I still didn't take it to the blogs. I didn't post about it until today. I think I've been very fair. I think I've given her more than enough time to come correct. But she didn't want to do that. Sending your publicist to do that only told me that she didn't have no respect for me. And all these receipts I held on. Now, when it comes to text messages, I have about 50 screenshots, but I reduced it to the ones I felt were pertinent. Because she told me personal stuff, and I told her personal stuff. And when you send me photos 2 days before you back out, you could have backed out right there because I didn't have a photo of you yet. But I used that middle photo, and then she screwed me. Now, what's crazy is I sent her the show 1 day before her publicist said no. Y'all see that says Wednesday, September 24th. But right the next day, her publicist said she wasn't going to do it because she's working on her health. And to those who didn't know what this was about, Kelly sent me this long DM on Instagram telling me she was in that accident. But the part I wanted everybody to focus on was the end of this, where she said, I have bruises to my face. Anyone that's banged up, I'm telling you, unless you Wolverine, which is what she's saying, Kelly Wolverine Price is what I want you guys to call her until we can verify this car accident. Because the way where it was for me growing up, if you can't confirm it, it didn't happen. Anybody that has a degree, if you're not citing your sources, they're assuming that you didn't write that page or you didn't write that quote. That's why they tell you to cite your sources. You have to have proof. So if I was in a car accident and I made it, the first thing I do is tell my fans, I'm here. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it to my concert. She did not do a concert she was supposed to be at because of that accident, allegedly. That's what she's saying to me. I mean, she didn't put this out loud. She only told me in private, right? She's banged up. But she was so banged up. Kelly had so many bruises on her body that she was able to do this 4 weeks later. Wolverine.
I did. I found it. I'm tired. Oh my God. But Versus is happening in less than 24 hours. And we got the No Limit Soldiers going against who?
No limit.
No Limit.
No limit. There's no limit to how far people will go to lie. Speaking of no limit, I wanted to add a little word to that. It's cool, Kelly, because at the end of the day, I'm putting this on Instagram too. And I am going to unfollow you if you haven't did that to me already. And I'm going to let everybody know the show that me and Kelly were supposed to do, we didn't get to do because she was allegedly in a car accident. But she was so banged up, she had enough strength. Wolverine had enough strength to fly to another state and go live. She got into this car accident, but God told her it ain't your time. Even though this accident cannot be verified anywhere in the world, Kelly Wolverine Price was able to go to that Versus. She made sure she made that Versus, right? That was way more important than doing something you said you were going to do. So I'm going to end it with what she said about me. Because sometimes you have to let people hear their own words. Because what you did, it was wrong. And I'm cool. Because I'm still growing. I'm still thriving. And to my haters who told them whatever you told them, I'm sure they probably told them she threatened to kill us. She has a thing with children. She files false police reports. You know, that's another show I'm going to do too. Because that's an accusation that I've been getting on me a lot too by these content creators. When you file a false police report, if it's enough that rises to a criminal, the police will get you. The public can't condemn you. The police have to arrest you for that. In the state of Illinois, when you file a police report against somebody, right? Let's say in 2026, I file a police report against Jane Doe. That police report is on file. If Jane Doe messes with me the next day and I go back to the police, hey, Jane Doe messed with me again, it's not 2 police reports. It's a supplement to the original police report. So they keep adding to it. That's how they do it here. So when they keep adding, it creates more pages. But those are not pages of a bunch of police reports, you dumbasses. You got people that don't have critical thinking skills. I just received a whole bunch of evidence and body cam of people accusing me of this crime in their own state. That's your first mistake. If I'm doing it, you have to call them in my state. But if you call them in my state, they know that it's actually you. I received 4 police reports that were filed against me in the last year. So I find it very odd. I ain't filed no police report against nobody in over a year and a half. But I find 4 in the last year, 2 in my state that they don't live in and 2 in their state, along with the audio and body cam. So I find it very odd how what you're accusing me of, you're actually doing. So you got to be careful what you say. In some states, They won't release an audio or body cam to you if you're not a resident. But there's a loophole. If you're involved in it, they'll give it to you. See, these women will get on this internet and make up things about me that they're actually doing behind the scenes. So guys, if you're hearing lies about me and you see my name in anything, please reach out to me so I can expose that lie. Because there have been so many lies on me, and I'm going to start debunking these lies so you guys can see the credibility of the people you think are great and doing well. Kelly Price had somebody in her family that did file false police reports against her when she was on her deathbed for COVID. She told me that story. So I found it odd when my haters found that video from years ago and they posted that video and then they added my name to it saying that I do the same crime. In order for that to be valid, I would have to be charged with that crime. Stop believing these idiots who don't have a life. They don't even care about their own children. Their children don't even claim them. Oh, guys, the next show is going to be epic. I'm not playing anymore. I've been quiet for a very long time while people lie on my name. And the worst part is you got these dumbass people that believe it when all you got to do is look it up. If I'm doing felony crimes, there should be some type of record. But a lot of these Black women hate me. They lack critical thinking skills. They believe they're so easily convinced of these lies that someone can say that they saw me in the bushes humping a turtle. I knew it. I saw the queen. And you have all these dumbasses. Oh, I knew it. You're right. That just makes them all look dumb. But then when I put out those receipts, all they do is they move the show to a different date because now you ain't got shit. And I'm going to keep defending my name because one thing you're not going to do is put my life and my family's life in danger. Now, you might have gotten Kelly and her publicist to believe your bullshit, but at least there are other people who don't. Like I told you, when people were trying to reach out to Godfrey, he reached out to me. They thought he was not really my friend when he is. I got his phone number. And when I'm looking at the things that they said to him, why? Why y'all so focused on me? Because they hate me. And I told Kelly all about my adversaries, and she still did this to me. So Kelly, my advice to you, you need to do better. You need to stay out of that Bible because you're not ready right now to turn your life to God. And quit telling people you're going to heaven just because you read it. Reading the Bible ain't going to make you sanctified. It will never make you sanctified. You have to live it, Kelly, and you don't live it. And if you want to challenge me and we could do a part 2 where you can apologize, I'll be willing to listen. But I'm not taking this show down. The receipts will stay up. And to anyone who's lost somebody or who's went through an accident, I'm sorry if this triggered you because people will use the craziest things to get out of doing something. And I'm not saying that that's what she did because we can't verify the accident. But when she told me that she was so banged up, she was trying to stay up because they tell you not to go to sleep. But then she said she was going to go to sleep. I read all that and debunked it. I just didn't have any proof and I wasn't going to get sued. All I can say is allegedly, and in my opinion, I call it cap. And all you had to do was say you didn't want to do the show. But instead, she had her publicist. And then the fact that Kelly still follows me as of today. I'll put on my Instagram how I took a picture before I did this show so y'all can see. I am putting this on my Instagram. And I'm going to make sure that I don't say anything to bully her and that I keep the right words because she's the type that probably get me reported. But I want her to understand that what she did was wrong. And on Instagram, I do have a lot of celebrities that follow me and people of the cloth. So maybe they didn't know this is what she does, but they will know today. And she's going to see how it feels for people to say what happened and you have to lie to them instead of be honest. I wish I could have told them Kelly backed out and lied, but it wasn't time, y'all. And whoever your stalker is that's been stalking you for 3 years, like what I was going through, people know what I'm talking about. We don't know what you're talking. Who really laid up on a table and got surgery to look like you? I would like to know. Where is she at? I'd do a show on that because I ain't never heard of someone stalking someone so bad that they went to the doctor and said, give me this. I want Kelly Wolverine Price right now. I want to look this. And then she said she went and got a Dollar Tree wig or whatever the wig she said. I just never heard of that happening. And I'm not trying to disrespect Kelly, but come on. Kelly, come on. I don't even know if the doctors have a Kelly Wolverine special. I'm going to get some calls to some doctors and see. Because maybe it's something I'm missing. I just don't believe that a woman said, look, I want to look just like Kelly Wolverine Price right this instant. You make my body just like hers. If someone got surgery to look like you, they would also be, same size. You don't need surgery. All you got to do is eat. And I'm not judging, but I'm being honest. She's a thick woman. I'm not calling her fat, nothing like that. All they got to do is eat. You don't got to get surgery for that. She should have got half off. All I'm saying is a lot of the things that she says, it can never be verified. Never. And today I came with receipts. So Kelly, if you were really involved in an accident, shame on you for not telling your fans why you missed that concert that they paid hard money for. Because the Kelly that we know, she tells the world everything. You just left that, you told on Maya. You'll bring up something from 2 decades ago, but you can't tell people what happened. Even if you were in an accident, you still wanted to do the show and you backed out. That's fine. But I am going to put that video of what you said. You might have been able to untag yourself and all that. That's cool. But my advice to you would be don't lie to people. Don't lie to people when you know what they do for a living. Because it will come back on you. And don't read that Bible unless you're ready to also live it. That is not a game. That's a powerful tool. You better be careful playing with them. Like you tell your little stalkers, you better be careful. You don't play around like that. So guys, thank you so much for sticking by me. I know I've done 3 shows this week. This is a record. I am officially back and I'm not playing around anymore. My shows will be about things that people have said and I have receipts to back it up. I got over 400 pages of stuff on one person. I just can't wait. And I'm going to tell y'all this. As I go through these shows, you're going to hear and see things that you never knew happened to me. And you're going to be shocked that I stayed quiet so long. And understand when someone talks about me every other day or every day, they have an illness. They're obsessed with me. They can't keep me out of their mouth. They're looking for ways to try to hurt me and break me. And they forgot that they're under orders or under agreements and they don't care because when you're obsessed with someone, you don't care. And the fact that you have followers, some of them that are attorneys, some of them that are, supposed to be doing things for the community and they're not calling that out. They're followers. They're not your supporters. See, if I was talking about Kelly every day on my YouTube, my supporters would tell me, hey, D, this is getting old. You're going to have to change it. We're tired of hearing about it. Those are supporters. But when you have followers, oh my gosh, she's doing this again. Oh my God. They don't care. They won't hold you to the light. So a lot of people have followers. They don't have supporters. And I thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys. I'm not going to let you down. Because understand that these people that are saying these dumb things about me, it's because they know what I got on them. And oh my gosh, listening to someone call 911 on you for some stuff that they're saying you do, it is crazy. And they try to have a little accent in their voice so they don't sound like them. But when they ask you for your name, you give them your government name. I got that. Or when you see people on body cam lying in HD, that's the craziest part right there. All I've asked is to be left alone. But when you keep on knocking on my door, eventually I'm going to open. And you can't control what I do when I open that door. All you have to do is leave me alone. So at the end of the day, Kelly, I hope you learned a valuable lesson. When people say that they're the queen of accountability and you know that they are, you shouldn't do this type of stuff here. And if Tasha K tears you apart for what you did to me, hey, so be it. I gave you 11 months to do the right thing. So again, do better. And maybe one day people will actually listen to your music again. Because making up stories to be relevant, it will never get you anywhere. And you better hope Kurt Franklin don't send you some lawsuits. I think I'm not judging, but I know that man got money. GP, are you with me? That man been stumping and jumping for the last 2 decades. He probably has a little bit more money than you. So when you're out here creating these lies and making people think that this man is messing with kids, allegedly, that's really messy and really dangerous. I told you guys, when people, if they know that you've done a crime, they're said with their chest. They won't go around the bush and say, you got to pay me or use subliminals. You're a narcissist. You're a fraud. No, put a name with it. Say the name. Come on. But you won't. So shut the hell up. Go back to your little hole. You're not going to do nothing but talk. So I want to remind you guys what Kelly said. And with that, I hope you guys have a blessed night. And again, guys, I don't mind working with anybody. Just don't cross me because I really stay in my own lane. I don't need to be love bombed. I don't need you telling me how good I am. Just be you. Be you. And if you're coming into my life because you need something, say that on day 1. Don't let me find it out on day 13. Because when I block you, I block in quiet and I move on. It's usually the people I block that start yelling and screaming because I cut them off. They were so attached to me. You're wonderful, sis. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait to show you this stuff. You're going to throw up too. Because these women will sit here and tell you that I'm this dangerous person. But behind the scenes, they were riding my coattails. You would think that they wanted a relationship with me. They were trying to be so close. Now, all of a sudden, when I cut you off, I'm bad now. That's cool. But those receipts won't go anywhere. Okay? So I'll remind you guys of what she said about the queen. And I'm going to wrap up. Okay? I hope you guys have a good night. If I disrespected Wolverine, sorry. But y'all know Wolverine, he healed pretty fast. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to replay that video. And then we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours. And if I get a takedown notice, y'all will see that notice. Because that's probably what I'm going to get. How dare you tell people what I told you? At the end of the day, anything you DM me, I can use. It's not a crime for me to show someone's DM. Nowhere in this DM where she said she was in an accident did it say, do not share this DM. You don't have a right to tell me what I can share. Once somebody sends you a text message or a DM, that belongs to you. They can't retract it, even if they hate you today. You can't go back and retract when you already sent it, right? So if I get some type of cease and desist, y'all will see it. So I just want to remind y'all what Kelly said about the queen. This will go up on my Instagram. If she reports me, y'all will see that too. Because a lot of people, when you hold them to the light, they report you. And just a quick story. I remember when one of my adversaries, they reached out to this woman named Janae DeSelli. If anybody knows who she is, she used to go by a black man's keeper. Janae DeSelli and I had an interaction in 2019. I'll never forget this. In 2019, I disagreed with her. And to get back at me, she went to my page and I had too much stuff open. She took a screenshot of me when I was at my mom's at the cemetery at my mom's stone. I was, touching her stone. And she called my mom Rasputia. She attacked my mom. She said that's why my two grandmas are dead. She went crazy. And this is the black woman's keeper. I was angry. I couldn't believe it because I said, wow, I disagree with her and she attacks me. So when that interaction happened and I was getting ready to get her back, she blocked me. That was in 2019. One of my adversaries found out about that exchange and reached out to her and started sharing her information on how to buy her shirts and how wonderful she was and blah, 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 right? Because that's what they do. They look for anybody in your life that you had conflict with. That's why I protect people in private groups, because they would try to get me put right back in court. So when I saw they were sharing Janae DeSelli, I found that odd. In 2023, that same woman inboxed the Queen of Accountability. And I still have the receipts. I'm not going to post it because she reported me. She inboxed me and asked me, can I support her shirts? Now, if anybody ever reads the Bible, I do. And if you don't, that's just my religion. I'm not judging you guys. I read that Bible. There's an excerpt in there where he says that he'll make your enemies, bring them right down to your foot. They'll be at your footstool, right? So 2019, she's disrespecting my mother. She blocks me. 2023, she's asking me to support her shirt brand. And this is all I said. I said, you don't remember me, huh? So what Janae did was she unsent the message and then she blocked me. I posted it publicly and I said that he would bring your haters to your foot. Quick. She reported me and I almost lost my Instagram. But I wanted my adversary to see that at one point, they forgot who I was. She came to me begging for me to help her. And maybe I bring that back as a throwback. That's how women are. They forget. This woman disrespected my mother and my two grandmothers and then found me on Instagram and didn't remember who I was. And when I brought it up, I made her think. And she blocked me thinking that would take away everything. And she's the same person that faked her own death. Yeah. So at the end of the day, my adversaries, they don't think about what these people do. They just use them because they hate me too. These women don't like y'all. They're using other women as pawns. So I want y'all to understand that that's how these black women work. They don't even know behind the scenes how some of these people that hate me today, they were begging at one point. And this is the year of accountability. So if you don't like me, leave me the fuck alone. I've said it before. But if you do like me, keep resharing and reposting and giving my name light. because I know behind the scenes you are in love with me. I think there are women in this world that got pictures and files of me on the wall, and every day they get up and say, how could I mess up Daphne's day to day? And this is what they do every day. I'm their full-time job. But yet I'm still here. You have not broken me. You might have taken these small little things like this, but you have not broken me. I'm still here. Because those same people tried to get me hurt in Texas. And that's another story. But I want y'all to know that I'm still here. They've been trying for 3 years to break me, and I'm still here. And I know that there's people right now that have done Google searches and they know about some of this stuff and they reached out to me. You're right. I'm going through a lot right now against my own people. And you'll know all about this later on. But just know that people hate you so much, they do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. But one thing I know is that every time you talk about me or you reshare something, you're putting me right back in the algorithm. And quit saying you're going to do these shows. You're not going to do shit, but reshare it. That's all you're going to do. Keep changing the date. Keep doing those things. I'm still here. All I ask is that if you don't like me and you got something to put on my name like an allegation, say it with your chest. Or else you're just proving how much you're scared. Because if I knew that somebody was a fraud and they were filing all this and doing all that, I'll put their name. I will say their name. I wouldn't go around the bush unless I'm lying, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, guys, this thing with Kelly, it's now going to be behind me after the day unless she sends me some paperwork. At the end of the day, she fucked up. You can't say how good I am and how I've held you accountable, and then you do something that's even worse than what you did before. What you did here it's not cool with me. But I hope that you're healed. Maybe she's still healing, guys. She did say no limit versus no limit, basically. Maybe she's still healing. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that this story didn't add up. And there are people who actually died from car accidents. So I'd never make up a lie like that. That's like somebody calling off work saying you got into a car accident. Like, why do that? If you're going to be a lazy bum, be a lazy bum. But don't lie and make up something so serious like that could happen. Because you can be getting in a car one day and it really happened, right? So I'm just saying, y'all, you tell me if you believe her. If you believe that she really got hurt, that's you. I don't. And I'm allowed to say I don't. So just to repeat what she said earlier, I'm going to do that. I'm going to close out. Thank you guys for listening tonight, and I hope you have a blessed night.
Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Kelly Price, and I wanted you to know that you have landed at my girl Daphne Sutton's page, also known as the Queen of Accountability. And let me tell you something, my sisters and brothers, she keeps it absolutely a buck. There's a reason why she is called the Queen of Accountability. You've landed in the right place at the right time. Keep doing your thing, Daphne. Love you. I don't even know if she realizes that when we spoke, this is how she affected me. But y'all know her as the Accountability Queen. I just want to let you know that she is that, period. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your status, and it doesn't matter. She is the Accountability Queen. And I look forward to spending some time with her, talking with you all. I don't even think she realizes that she did it, but we were having a conversation. We were just having a conversation. And she got me all the way together in a conversation and held me accountable. I don't even think she realizes what I'm talking about, but look for her to make the announcement. You will see me soon on this beautiful lady's platform, and we're gonna have just a real good conversation about being accountable and being able to hold each other accountable as well. Love you, girl. Keep doing your God-given work.